Now, starting lineups for your Westfield Rocks. Leading off, playing second base, number 2, Maddox Navadi. Batting second, playing left field, number 4, Andrew Noble. Batting third, playing center field, number 6, Lincoln Hoffman. Cleanup, first baseman, number 3, Gavin Ross. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9, Cade Defendus. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 27, Jason Jessup. Batting seventh, the DH, Robbie Brandenburg. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 10, number 28, Reed Deckles. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 10, Cam Nelson. Your battery for the Rocks tonight is Cade Defendus and Corey Wilhelm. Would everyone please rise, take off your caps for the national anthem.
The national anthem is playing faintly in the background.
It's just coming out on the computer. I don't know what to do.
We can hear it. Barely.
It's just
Woo. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Westfield High School for this Hoosier Crossroads Conference matchup between your Brownsburg Bulldogs and the Rocks of Westfield. Thanks for joining us on DKSN. I'm your host, Don Coots. We'll have all the exciting action for you. Alongside my partner, Chris Greathouse. He's keeping the scoring and keeping his mouth shut, so he says. We'll see how that works out for him. Quick run through on the lineup this evening. There'll be start scoring. It's not good. Leading off will be Drew Bostic playing second base today, then Braden Greathouse at short, and in the 3-hole, number 13, Canyon Kuntz. On the mound for the Rocks, number 25, senior pitcher Corey Wilhelm. And then we'll round out the lineup. It'll be Daniel Phillips batting fourth, Murphy fifth, Peck the DH batting sixth, Cade Elkins catcher batting seventh, Killian Groh over at right field batting eighth, and Skylar Rose at third base batting ninth. Beautiful evening here for baseball as we are live at Westfield High School. Your official game time temperature 76 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Some would say partly sunny, but as the sun is setting, we'll go with partly cloudy. It's on. It's back there.
Drew Bostic.
All right, we're ready for first pitch. Bostic, the senior right-hander playing second base today, he steps into the box. First pitch swinging into right field. It'll be a leadoff single on that first pitch. A flare to right field. Gets down in front of number 28, Reed Dykos. Looked like an 83-mile-an-hour fastball from Wilhelm. That'll bring up number 14, the shortstop, with Bostic over at first. Back in time over at first. Search DKSN on YouTube and you'll find it. First pitch to Greathouse is a called strike. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow, both on. Oh, 1 count. Greathouse, the sophomore. Breaking ball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Bostic with the leadoff single. He'll go, but he slid. His feet came out from under him as he tried to get his jump. That is a ball. 2 balls and no strike. Or 2 balls and 1 strike, sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Back over at first. Greathouse at the plate, 2-1 count. Missed low. Three balls and a strike. That is a walk to Greathouse. So a single and a walk. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 13, Canyon Kuntz. So a beautiful day here for baseball. The wind is blowing out to right center field. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the first. Nobody holding on Bostic. Canyon left that one alone, and this zone is pretty tight. Huh. I'll look at it. 1 ball, no strikes. That breaking ball is in for a strike. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out with 2 on. Oh, they got him. Nope, he's safe. Got in underneath it. Barely got in underneath it. Bostic's arm grew about a foot as he dove back in to second base. I got 2-0, right? Or no, 1-1. 1-1 is the count, sorry. Kuntz might call time. He did. Yep. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out with 2 on. Upstairs, above the hands, 2 balls and a strike. Kuntz, the lefty sophomore. That one does catch the inside corner. 2-2. Let's go, kid. Bostic, the senior, at second, with Greathouse, the sophomore, at first. The 2-2. Out ahead of the off speed. Fouled it off. He'll see another one. Count stays 2-2. We're in the top of the first. That is a hard hit ball up the middle. That'll score Bostic, as they will not get Greathouse in a rundown. Koontz with an RBI single. The Dogs are on the board, 1-0 here in the first.
Now for Brownsburg, number 15.
That was 90 off the bat for Koontz. They're gonna pause. Oh,
go ahead, B.
No.
Yeah, go, man.
Nope. Safe. They did say Bostic touched third. They wanted to appeal. Yeah.
I just think he didn't tell him to go, so he's probably like, hey, be conservative here, there's no outs.
All right, so stepping into the box after that RBI single from Koontz is number 15, Daniel Murphy. Or Daniel Phillips. I cannot, man, I had the same problem last year. Yeah, Daniel Phillips, number 15, the first baseman. Breaking ball into right field. Greathouse will go, and he will be in with the, yep. Greathouse with the stolen base when he tagged up. So fly ball to right field, puts runners on the corners.
Hitting now, center fielder Ryan Murphy.
Yeah.
First pitch you're sending him, see if you want to peg him or not. You have to.
So with one out, that brings up the aforementioned Ryan Murphy, playing center field today. Koontz, we'll see if he goes on first pitch. Nope. The fake to third over to first in high school baseball is legal. Oh, it's all good. So Murphy with no count, one out, base runners on the corners. Koontz again back to first. First pitch to Murphy is a ball high. This could be a long game, folks, if this is going to be a tight zone. No rails given. Koontz back to first. As long as this game concludes today, we will play again tomorrow. One ball, no strikes. Above the hands. So the 2-0 to Murphy. That one catches the outside corner. 2-1. Great House at third with Kuntz at first. One out here in the top of the first. Dogs lead 1-0. Over to first. Safe again. Kuntz extends his lead just a little bit. He will go this pitch. Ground ball through the hole on the right side. Kuntz will go first to third. And Murphy is in with an RBI single.
Nice hit.
92 off the bat of Murphy as he hit a laser to right field.
Now the DH, Nathan Peck.
Early time called from the Westfield skipper. The Dogs lead 2-0 here in the top of the first with one out.
I'm gonna go check out the pup. I'll get one and we'll see if it's good.
So the Dogs came with their bats here in the first inning as they lead 2-0. Bostic with a leadoff single to right. Greathouse drew a walk. Kuntz with an RBI single to center field. And then Murphy, a fly out to right field for Phillips that got Greathouse to third. And then Kuntz goes first to third on the laser to right field from Murphy. Dogs lead 2-0. So Murphy at first, Kuntz at third. That brings up the DH, Nathan Peck. Peck, about 6'3", a bender in for a first strike. So runners on the corners. Strike two, that one looked a little low, but called strike. Yeah. Nothing in two to Peck. Runners on the corners. Murphy safe. Ooh. To most umpires, yes, that is a strike. Yeah. One ball, two strikes, one out. The pitch to Peck. Called strike three. Three curveballs for strikes.
I messed up on it. I'm sorry. I had it up to bat the whole time. I need to go back 2 pitches yet. It's not responding either. I think I'm just going to back now. Okay, so.
No, you got, oh.
He's D8, it was.
We'll just do this. Go, boom, and then actually undo that, yeah. And then we'll just go there. There.
And that was foul ball, strike one.
Yeah. So now batting, number 1, Cade Elkins. High and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball.
Didn't do that last week.
1-1 to Elkins is in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Wilhelm definitely feeling more comfortable with the off speed. 1-2, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Pitch. Comes back, fastball on the outside corner. Gets Elkins swinging, but the Dogs get 2 in the top of the first. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. All right, on the mound for your Dogs here in the first inning is number 2, senior Vince Painter. That was really loud. Behind the plate, number 1, Kate Elkins at first. Number 15, Daniel Phillips. Second, 5, Drew Bostic at third. 19, Skylar Rose. First pitch is low and in, ball 1. At short, 14, Braden Greathouse. And left, 13, Canyon Kuntz. Center, Ryan Murphy. That is a called strike on the outside corner, much to the chagrin of the Shamrock crowd after the top of the first. And in right field is number 8, Killian Groh. 2 balls and a strike. Painter working at a decent pace so far. That is a strike. Painter pumping it in at 84, 85 so far. The 2-2. Full count. And Painter, the senior. Oh, just missed low to junior Maddox Novotny. So leadoff runner aboard. That'll bring up number 4, sophomore Andrew Noble. You get 3 seconds of your song.
Yeah.
No more. So runner at first. That is a called strike at 83 from Painter. Noble with a red-hot start to his season. One of the top 10 players in the 28 class here in the state of Indiana. That one skips in. Good stop by Elkins. A ball and a strike. Behind him, they will throw it. 2 balls and a strike. Novotny goes to second on the pass ball. That might be a wild pitch because it was behind the batter, right? Yeah, that's probably going to be a wild pitch. There's a ground ball. Fair down the right field line. That'll score Novotny as Noble will be in with a double.
Number 6, Ricky Hoffman.
Sure that hits the velocity on that hit.
Do what? Not on that one. It has to go more towards middle of the field for pocket radar to pick up exit velo. So first 2 are aboard, and the first one is scored. So 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. That ball misses away. Wind blowing out to right center field. Fouled off in the box. The ball on the strike. So junior Lincoln Hoffman at the plate. Yeah. Two balls and 2 strikes. That is ripped foul. Foul down the right field line. Woo, barely foul. That would have been extra bases again. So Westfield comes in at 4-3-1. They tied Cathedral last night in 8 innings. I think a non-conference game. They just decided to call it a draw. Good pick by Elkins. Full count. Nobody out with Noble at second. Pitch. That is a shot to left center field. That will bounce at the base of the wall. Kuntz will get it in quickly. They'll let the run score. Nobody out, and 2 runs have touched home. Yeah. Where Hoffman traded places with Noble at second.
Gavin Russ.
So game tied at 2. That one misses low. Painter, the senior, on the mound for the Dogs. That one is in for a strike, an off-speed pitch. There's a conversation going on in the press box. They don't know the mic's on, so that's fun. Nice squeeze by Elkins as Gavin Russ, senior first baseman, is at the plate for the Rocks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Fouled off. Back at you. Count stays 1-2. Yes, sir. Nice off-speed pitch from Painter for the inning's first out. What? Yeah.
Number 9, Cade Defendus.
All inside. Painter, the senior, will play baseball at Bellarmine next season. Yo, 1. Foul. Let's see if the wind pushes that foul. It does. 1 ball, 1 strike. Greathouse holds the runner on at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a slow-paced first inning. That's lifted to center. Murphy is there. They are going to test the arm. And it's a good choice for this runner to stay at second.
Number 27, Kason Jessup.
Kason Jessup, a junior, steps to the plate. 2 outs and 1 on. In a tie game here in the first. Ground ball. Greathouse will field it clean. Nice pick by Phillips over at first. And the Dogs get out of it. We're tied at 2s. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. Okay. Oh, awesome. I'll come say hi in a little bit. Yeah.
You got a job.
All right, we go to the second. The second inning brought to you by Evolve Baseball Training. Virtual personalized training for your baseball athlete or any young athlete looking to improve their performance. Reach out to Andy or check him out at evolvebaseballtraining.com for your assessment. Leading off for the Dogs Is this Grow? Number 8, Killian Grow, with Rose on deck. Foul tipped into the glove. 0-2. My phone. Yo, 2 to Grow. He lays off of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 to Grow. Lays off of that one. Did he go? He did not. The appeal down to first. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Do it again.
It's all good. 2-2. He's out looking on the outside corner.
I've got a disaster here.
Uh-oh. Did you not clear?
Here's the deal. No, I had to go back.
And now is Skylar Rose.
Last inning we called him out to end the inning, so I was trying to activate him back, and
you're going back in time. Yeah.
So just
In there. Yeah.
But then watch.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Just
watch this.
call him out.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then it shows. Okay, there we go.
1 ball and 1 strike to Skylar Rose, the junior third baseman. That one fouled off. 1-2. Top of the lineup on deck. The 1-2 to Rose. Ground ball, right side. Fielded by number 2, Maddox Novotny, for the inning's second out.
Batting for the Bulldogs, leadoff hitter number 5, Drew Bostic.
So with 2 outs, base is empty, brings up Drew Bostic. He took the first pitch and singled it to right field. He'll take this one as a ball low. One ball, no strikes with 2 outs. Breaking ball, hit to short. It's got him by a half step over at first. We're through 1.5 in a tie game. 2-2. You're watching Brownsburg baseball on DKSM. All right. Ready for the bottom of the second. Number 18, Robbie Brandenburg, the junior catcher, but playing DH today. Painter on the mound. First pitch is swinging foul. Painter ahead, 0-1. Ooh, just a bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far inside, it was outside. The 1-1, ground ball. That is foul. Almost hit the bag. Rose covering that line. One ball, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the second in a tie game. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He gone. Check swing, strikeout for Painter.
Heading off the rocks, number 28, Reed Dacus.
That one low. 1 ball, no strikes. To the junior outfielder, Reed Dacus. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. As that one gets to the backstop. Again, thanks for joining us on DKSN. The second inning brought to you by Evolve Baseball Training. That one is low. 3 balls and no strikes with 1 out. In-season and off-season workouts for your athlete. That is a strike just below the letters. 3-1. That is lifted. Murphy will call for it in right center field. 2-way.
Third baseman, number 10, Cam Nelson.
Cam Nelson, the junior, with 2 outs, looks at a ball high. Ground ball, back to Painter. He will flip it to Phillips. Side retired. Clean inning for the Dogs for both teams in the second. We go to the third. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. Brought to you by Evolve Baseball Training. EvolveBaseballTraining.com. Contact Andy. And when you do reach out to Andy, tell him you heard about him on DKSN. Top of the third, leading off for your Dogs is the shortstop,
Leading off for the Bulldogs.
the sophomore, number 14, Braden
The
Greathouse.
shortstop, number 14, Braden Greathouse.
25, Wilhelm on the mound. Both pitchers needed a short second inning to get back on track. Both pitchers at 36 as we start this third inning. 36 pitches, that is, as Greathouse has a swing and a miss. Greathouse walked in the first and came around to score on the RBI single from Murphy. Bender in for strike 2, 0-2. Greathouse got to be thinking fastball here. You've seen 2 curveballs. That third one he leaves alone as that misses away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third. Swing and a miss on high heat for Greathouse. That went in at 85 in the top of the zone.
Batting now, left fielder, Caden Kuntz.
Base is empty. Brings up left fielder, Canyon Kuntz. Fouls off the first pitch, the breaking ball. Noble in center field, shaded just a hair to the right. The 0-1. Kuntz lets that one go. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Nope, inside. 2 balls and a strike. The last thing he wants to do, though, is hang one in the middle of the plate. But he's not working the inside currently. The 2-1. Oh, on the outside corner. Called strike with the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Two to Kuntz. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Underhand, 2 away. Good play by the pitcher.
Batting now, number 15, first baseman, Daniel Phillips.
Phillips hit a fly ball to right field back in the first. Greathouse was able to tag and go to third on. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Oh, 1 to Phillips. Misses inside with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Phillips. Breaking ball. That one in for a strike on the outside corner. The 1-2. He didn't go. Two balls and 2 strikes, as the first base umpire says. Yeah, the umpire says, yeah, I can't see. Yeah, I'm not going to call it a strike if I can't see it. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ground ball foul down the left field line. Count stays 2-2. Phillips, the senior. Count will go full. Phillips will be going to Purdue Northwest next year to play baseball. Full count. A 2-out walk for Phillips will move the train along. That'll bring up a center fielder, number 3, senior Ryan Murphy. Murphy committed to Creighton. So with Phillips over at first. First pitch to Murphy. Ground ball. Fielded by Novotny over to 1. Side retired. We're through 2.5 in a tie game. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. This third inning brought to you by Justin Suds. JustinSuds.com for quality handcrafted soaps. We'll play their commercial in just a minute. Was he dealing with where he was stepping, or?
Second baseman, Maddox, Novotny.
It's the top of the lineup for the Rocks here in the bottom of the third in a tie game, 2-2. Vince Painter on the mound for the Dogs with Elkins behind the plate. Left to right in the infield is Rose, Greathouse, Bostic, and Phillips. Right to left in the outfield, Groh, Murphy, and Kuntz. Ball 1. That is single to left field. Leadoff single for Novotny, the junior. That'll bring up number 4, Andrew Noble.
Now for the Rocks. Left fielder, number 4, Andrew Noble.
Novotny at first. Nice scoop by Phillips over there to check on the runner. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Painter making sure Novotny not going anywhere at first. Deal 1. fouled off. Novotny will come back. 0-2 to Noble. Noble up on the plate. Another check on the runner at first. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, Elkins with the throwdown. Ooh, Greathouse wanted to get the call on the foot. Stolen base for Novotny. Nobody out. 1-2 count. As Noble checks up on the bat with 2 strikes. They'll look the runner back. Noble out at first. Nice job by Painter to make sure the runner at second is not going anywhere. That'll bring up the junior, Lincoln Hoffman. He laced one to left center field gap. That 375 sign on the left center field wall. He hit it at the 5. Breaking ball misses away to Hoffman. The 1-0. That one is a nice off-speed pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So you're seeing Painter's fastball in the mid-80s and then breaks that off-speed at the low 70s. 1 ball, 1 strike. See where he goes here. Breaking ball again on that outside corner. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Novotny at second. The step across. Novotny will return. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Painter. Swing and a miss. Strike him out. Nice job by Rose to keep that ball in front of him. So Novotny with the second stolen base gets over to third. That breaking ball misses in. The 1-0. Ground ball. Bostic keeps it in front of him. Over to Phillips. Side retired. Both teams strand a runner. We're through 3 in a tie game at 2s. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. Brought to you by Justin Suds. Quality handcrafted soaps from Justin Suds. Go to justinsuds.com and use code DKSN for 20% off your order. That's code DKSN for 20% off your order at justinsuds.com. All right, top of the fourth, tied at 2s. Leading off is the DH, the junior, Nathan Peck. At some point, we'll have the music turned off. All right, nope. It's still coming out some of the speakers. Just a little faint. There we go. Now we've muted all. Thanks for sticking with us. We're ready for the top of the fourth. Junior Nathan Peck. Ground ball to short. Fielded clean. Over to 1. Good effort by Peck to run it out. 1 away. That'll bring up number 1, the catcher, senior Kate Elkins. First pitch to Elkins is a swing and a miss. The 0-1. That strike misses low. That pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike, and we just lost the scoreboard, but it's back. The 1-1. That one catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 7. Low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Elkins at the plate. 2-2. Fouls off that breaking ball down the right field line and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Swing and a miss. On heat. 2 away. That'll bring up number 8.
Now number 8,
Killian Grow. Grow, a senior, playing right field today. That one low. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 to Grow is high. 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0). Breaking ball misses away. 3 balls and no strikes. (3-0) to Grow. Catches the outside corner. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Catches the outside corner again with the fastball. Full count. Back up to 84 on those last 2 fastballs. The pitch. Strike 3. We're through 3.5. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. This 4th inning brought to you by the Housing Lab and Holly Kuntz. If you're in the market for a new home, give Holly a call at the Housing Lab. That's scientific approach to home ownership. If you're looking for your forever home or your next one, give Holly a call at the Housing Lab. Cade Defendus, a senior infielder for the Rocks, will lead it off in the home half of the fourth. Tie game, 2-2. Both teams have 3 hits. Vince Painter on the mound. Ground ball. Great house. Probably an ROE. I think it hit that dirt though and took a nasty hop.
Number 27, Jason Jessup. Pinch running, number 33, Gabe Garcia.
Runner at first. He offered, didn't he? No, he didn't. He literally put his arms out for it. Nice move by Painter, keeping the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. '27 Jessup at the plate for the Rocks. Nice snap tag for Phillips there at first. Runner back in time. Fouled off him in the box. He was really close to being in fair territory when that ball hit him. Two balls and one strike. Two from Painter. Outside, 3-1. Ball 4. Two runners on here in the bottom of the fourth. Time will be called by the Brownsburg
number 18,
coaches.
Robbie Brandenburg. Be the better.
Quick word. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. All right, play resumes after the timeout. Nobody out with 2 on. Up, 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 up. Fouled off. Almost to the backstop. Painter ahead, nothing in 1. Oh, that one slipped out of the hand, so now no need for a bunt here. Unless you want to do a squeeze. With nobody out, you might do it and try to get the single out of it too. One ball, one strike. Runners at second and third now. Ground ball. Nice pick by Phillips at first. The go-ahead run does come home as Greathouse threw a strike over to Phillips. Westfield takes the lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Reed Dykes, number 28, heading down for the Rocks.
Swing and a miss on top of the breaking ball. Infield in with 1 out. Trying to cut down the runner at home. That is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, 1. High and inside from Painter. 2 balls and a strike. So gets a fly ball out.
Let's go, bitch.
Batting now, number 10, Cam Nelson.
Bring up the junior Cam Nelson. Ball high. Nelson 0 for 1 on the day. Batting in the 9 hole. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-1.
Let's go, bitch.
One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Fly ball, right field. Grow back on it. Nice. Will make the play over his shoulder at the warning track. Noblesville, or Westfield, sorry, gets the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 4th and leads 3-2. We go to the 5th. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. It'll be Rose, Bostic, and Greathouse due up for your Dogs.
FSG stands ready to build better electrical systems, to create more impactful lighting solutions, deploy advanced building controls and monitoring, design and fabricate dynamic signage, provide cutting-edge technology, and drive innovation for a sustainable future with EV charging and solar technology. In this, FSG finds our true calling. We don't just service buildings. We serve the people who bring them to life. After all, the real power behind a building is the people inside.
The 0-2 to Rose. Fouled that one off. He'll stay alive. Nothing in 2. As Wilhelm stays on the mound for the Rocks. The 0-2 to Rose. Spoils another one.
Let's go, Tyler.
The 0-2. Rose will be on with the strikeout reach. Drop the bat and go. Leadoff runner aboard for your Dogs.
Batting now for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Drew Bostic.
That turns the lineup over to the senior second baseman, number 5, Drew Bostic. Ball low. The 1-0 to Bostic. Swung over the top of that breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I got 1-1. Rose at first. Oh, Rose is going to be safe. Rose gets back to first in the rundown. One ball, 1 strike at the plate to Bostic. 1 for 2 on the day. Came around and scored in the first inning. Breaking ball misses in. 2-1. The 2-1. That is fouled off at you. The fence just kept vibrating. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With Rose at first. Bostic will swing over the top of that breaking ball for the inning's first out. Dogs trail 3-2 here in the top of the 5th.
Batting now, number 14, Braden Greathouse.
That'll bring up the sophomore shortstop, 14, Braden Greathouse. That breaking ball is in for a strike. Wilhelm has definitely relied more on his breaking ball as this game has gone on. Yo, 1. That one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out with Rose at first. Catcher sets up away. That breaking ball misses in. 2-1. Two one to Great House, swinging through that high heat. Two balls, 2 strikes. Reaching on that breaking ball. 2 away here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the left fielder.
Bulldogs, number 13, Canyon Kuntz.
Kuntz has had 2 hard hit balls, 1 for a hit, 1 for an out. 2 outs with 1 on. He'll step off. Kuntz looking to lift one to right field. Breaking ball misses away. One ball, no strikes with 2 outs. That one low, 2-0. To Kuntz. Another hard hit ball through the hole on the right side. Rose will hold at second with 2 outs. Kuntz keeps the train moving with his second single on the afternoon.
Number 15, the cleanup hitter, Daniel Phillips.
That'll bring up the senior first baseman, number 15, Daniel Phillips. Big hole down the right field line. Kuntz, we're going to have a time called. I was getting ready to set a nice stage for you, and they call time. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. We'll take a break as well, as this 5th inning brought to you by FSG, the leaders in lighting and electric. All right, looks like we're going to resume play. We're in the top of the 5th. Dogs trail 2-3. A drop third strike for Rose put him aboard. Kuntz single to right, 2 outs. That brings up Daniel Phillips. 2 out, 2 on. Swing and a miss on top of that breaking ball. Wilhelm through 4 2/3 so far is at 87 pitches. 0-1 to Phillips. Pitch. That one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillips with plenty of power to that pull side.
Go D.
Catcher sets up inside. I don't think the bat crossed in front of the plate, but the attack that he had at it probably fooled the umpires there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilhelm will step off and reset. Rose at second, Kuntz at first. Fouled it off. Good spoil, kid.
Go D.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Tying run at second here in the top of the 5th. Pitch. That one bounces in. Good read by Rose. He saw dirt and was going all the way.
All right, D, let's go.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Both runners advance. Question now is, does he trust that spinner to bounce one in to try to get a swinging strike 3? Does he believe his catcher can block it? The 2-2. Swing and a miss on Heat. The Dogs strand the tying run at third. We're through 4.5. Dogs trail 3-2. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSF. All right, top of the order coming up for the Rocks here in the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher on the mound for your Dogs. Number 4, the senior, Jackson Lambert.
It's the top of the order this inning for the Rocks. So leading off is their second baseman, number 2, Maddox Novotny.
Novotny 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Lambert starts off with the breaking ball that misses inside. Lambert, the 6'2" senior pitcher. Ball high. Check swing, foul, out of play. at the letters. Strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Lambert just missed away. Full count pitch. Lifted. That one low and in. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 from Lambert, fouled off, out of play. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Oh. Hit him in the buttocks. So 1 out, runner aboard. That'll bring up Hoffman.
Center fielder, number 6, Lincoln Hoffman.
Hoffman 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Lambert checking on Noble. Definitely a threat to run. The sun's setting to our left, so it is in the right side of the infield and outfield eyes as Phillips has got his glasses on. That is a strike from Lambert as that one bounces in, but Noble will stay at first. Noble definitely has the speed at first. Ran a 6.48 60 a few weeks ago. Clean inning. That is a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Lambert. Yes, sir. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. A swing and a miss. Big strikeout of the senior Gavin Russ. Delivers. Strike 1. Defendus 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Breaking ball. Tried to get him to swing over the top of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Lambert. Yes, sir. Off speed. That one he swung over the top. Thanks for joining us on DKSM. Dogs trail 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 from Lambert. Ground ball. Phillips will flip to Lambert. Lambert gets himself out of a jam. We're through 5 in a 1-run game. Due up for your Dogs will be Murphy, Peck, and Elkins. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. Team, the senior, Clayton Walther.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, center fielder Ryan Murphy.
Number 3, Ryan Murphy playing center field. It will lead it off for your Dogs. And just so you're aware, we've got Dalton Vink warming up as he will pinch hit for the DH, Nathan Peck. Leading off, Ryan Murphy. That one is low. 13 looks like a 3/4 slot there. Not true sidearm, but definitely not over the top either. That one is in for a strike. Murphy 1 for 2 with an RBI on the day. Both of the Dogs' runs came in the first. The 1-1 to Murphy. Line will pinch hit now.
Batting now for the Bulldogs, number 10, Dalton Vink.
Vink, a senior. Called strike. And we do not have the pocket radar going for some reason. That is a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off speed in for a strike to Vink. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is a breaking ball, just missed the inside. That started at the left hip of Vink and curved right over. Just umpire said it missed the front. That is too far out. Huh. Interesting. Yep, full count, 1 out. I can hear it. But it may be earlier. I couldn't, but the 3-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Over to first. The errant throw. Fielded by the first baseman and steps on the bag.
Okay.
And now the catch.
The 0-1. Breaking ball in for strike 2. Nothing in 2 to Elkins with 2 outs. Base is empty here in the bottom of this, or the top of the 6th, sorry. The Dogs trail 3-2. The 1-2. That is low. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Elkins number 1 at the plate. Pitch. Nope. Missed outside, but called strike 3. We're through 5.5. Your Dogs trail 3-2. You're watching Brownsburg baseball on DKSN. Will be 6, 7, and 8.
And now for the Rocks, number 27, Casey Jessup.
So Jessup 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Fouls that first pitch back. That breaking ball misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, 1. High and inside. 2-1. That is lifted to left field. Canyon at the wall will make the catch. 1 away. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Brandon Berg 0 for 2 on the day. Does have an RBI. Base is empty.
Batting now on number 18, Robbie Brandenburg.
The 1-0 from the senior pitcher, Lambert. Great house. Will field it over to Phillips for out number 2. It's 2 away now here in the bottom of the 6th, with the Dogs trailing 3-2.
Batting now number 5, Aiden Grabowski.
Oh, strike on the outside corner. Grabowski now at the plate. I have him in as a sub for Dykos. That one so far inside, it was outside. One ball, one strike with 2 outs. Swing and a miss from Heat from Lambert. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Two and 2. Lambert, the senior pitcher, delivers the 2-2. That is lined into the left center field gap for a 2-out double, as Murphy will get it in quickly.
Batting now number 10, Cam Nelson.
So the 9-hole hitter, Cam Nelson, junior, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch, strike from Lambert. Nothing in 1 with 2 outs. Pitch from Lambert. Breaking ball, got him swinging over the top. Nothing in 2. The 0-2 from Lambert. Just missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lambert will step off. They'll reset. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Good pick by Elkins. 2-2. Two from Lambert. Fouled off. Count will stay 2-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Elkins will tag him. Side retired. We go to the top of the 7th, trailing by 1. Due up will be 8, 9, and 1 for your Dogs. You're watching Brownsburg Baseball on DKSN. Brought to you by Evolve Baseball Training. EvolveBaseballTraining.com for your athletes' training needs in season and off season. Virtual training from Andy Bradaka. Reach out to Andy to get your assessment. Get your program started today. EvolveBaseballTraining.com. Tell them you heard about them on DKSN.
Lead off. Top of the 7th for the Bulldogs. Number 8, Killing Grove.
All right, top of the 7th, the right fielder, Killian Grove, to lead it off for the Dogs. The Dogs need some base runners. Time will be called. Pitch comm not working. Technical issue. Grow 0 for 2 on the day. Rally caps are on. All right, looks like play is going to resume now. No pitches yet here in the top of the 7th. Walther on the mound for the Rocks. Breaking ball in for a strike. That sidearm delivery from Walther. The 0-1. That one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one at the knees, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball above the letters. Walther has appeared in 2 games.
He did not go. He did not go. He did not.
Oh.
He did not. I didn't see it.
All right. right, we've got a pinch hitter for Rose. That'll be Sablehouse coming in to hit.
Batting now for the Bulldogs, number 21, Coble Sablehouse.
Sablehouse, a junior. Takes one off the noggin. He was getting out of the way. The claim that he leaned into it from the Westfield faithful is absurd. Yeah.
For the Bulldogs, leadoff hitter, number 5, Drew Bostic.
So Rose will re-enter for Sablehouse at first.
Let's go, Drew.
That turns the lineup over to the senior second baseman, number 5, Drew Bostic. Low, 1 ball, no strikes. Bostic going to Ball State to play football in the fall. Looking to try to help his Dogs come back and take the lead here in the 7th. On a beautiful night for baseball. Rose at first, 2 balls, no strikes with 1 out. That one in for a strike. He actually throws it so low, the pocket radar isn't picking it up most of the time. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Rose with a short lead over at first. Now we've seen that move. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one outside. Rose stays at first. Is that kicked in front of the catcher? 3 balls and 1 strike. Fouled off in the box. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bostic looking to get aboard any way possible. The pitch. That's a flare shot out of the reach of the first baseman. Bostic will see another one. Center fielder shaded a little over to the right. There's a huge gap in left center field. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No, no, sir. We don't call the rails until the last inning. That's excellent. All right, 2 outs now in the top of the 7th. Time will be called. Dogs looking for a 2-out rally.
Batting now for the Bulldogs, number 14, Braden Greathouse.
Go, Braden.
Sophomore shortstop Braden Greathouse. Another pitch comm issue for the catcher. So Greathouse will step in. First pitch strike. A 1 count, Rose at first. 2 away. Dogs trail by 1. Off the hands. Westfield takes game 1, 3-2. Quality game from both teams.
That's a Westfield win.
And we'll pick it back up tomorrow night at Brownsburg as these 2 teams will face off. First pitch scheduled at 6:30 at Mary Beth Rose Park. Thanks again for joining us on DKSN. Brownsburg loses, 3-2. Holding Westfield to 5 hits. The Brownsburg had 4 in the outing. Come up 1 run short. Thanks for joining us on DKSN. We'll see you tomorrow night. We run it back.